Hi, and welcome today. I'm Lisa Brownlee, and I'm so excited to be here with you today with this power workout brought to you by WIC. Today, we're gonna be focusing on the core foundational movements for those power exercises. So whether you're picking up the infant car seat to swing it into the car or to set it in your stroller, right? Whether you have to pick your child up off the floor to put them in the high chair, to put them in their car seat, I want you to do so safely, and I want you to feel really strong and powerful when you do that. You are extremely strong and powerful, and I hope you feel even more so after today's workout. For our warm-up today, we're gonna do a couple of dynamic movements. We are gonna try to get that heart rate up just a little bit before we take it back down a notch and really do those precise movements. So to start, we're gonna get a little bit of hamstring and calf dynamic mobility with some overhead range of motion, all right? So I want you to place one foot out front, toe pointing up to the ceiling. We're gonna lean forward. You do not have to be able to reach your toe. That's okay. I want you to reach forward with those straight arms. As we stand up, we're gonna rock those arms back. All right, let's do that again. Same side. Reaching forward towards that foot. As we come up, we're gonna get those arms as big as they can, really focusing on those shoulder blades, moving in that circular motion. Let's do two more on this right side. Foot out front, reaching forward, big reach up. Awesome job. Make sure we're breathing in this. So as we come down, inhale and exhale. With that exhale, we are going to bring those ribs down towards our hips to keep that core nice and strong. We don't want to have an arching back throughout these movements. All right, let's move over to the left side. We're going to have 4 of these movements on the left side. So again, toe pointed up, foot slightly out in front of you. We're going to reach forward towards that toe, up and around, big shoulder blade movements. All right, here's 2, inhale and exhale. Bringing those ribs down. 3, inhale, exhale, ribs drop. Last one, inhale, exhale, ribs drop. Awesome job. So we are gonna add a little bit of movement in now. So now's the point where I do want you to start feeling that heart rate increase. I want you to slightly be out of breath by the end of this warm-up. We're just gonna stay here for about 15 seconds, and then we're gonna start adding in a couple more movements to this. All right, so again, blood flow throughout our lower body. We're trying to increase that. All right, get that heart prepared for the workout today. All right, now we're gonna add in some hamstring curls. All right, so with this, feet nice and wide, knees, you're trying to keep them right underneath the hips. So I don't want us marching in this, right? Especially if you did have a C-section or you're not as far along in your journey, we don't want to raise those knees really high. All right, so side steps with those hamstring curls. We're almost done here. All right, take it back down to those side taps. All right, again, I'm gonna keep talking the whole time. I would hope that if you're talking, you're slightly out of breath and you're maybe only to speak a couple of phrases, a couple of short sentences during this time. All right, we're gonna add in a high elbow row. So I'm gonna slow down this pace with the legs so we can really focus on this upper body. All right, so what this looks like from the side, shoulder blades pulling together, elbows are shoulder height, and we're really focusing on opening that chest, getting all those big back muscles nice and warm. If your heart rate is kind of getting uncomfortable at this point, take it down. You don't have to move those feet. Just keep those arms high, keep those shoulder blades pulling together. Here we go, about 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent job. All right, we are gonna get a little bit of a squatting warm up with this lower body to warm up the outsides, insides of those legs, as well as get that core and low back ready for these movements. So feet a little wider than hip width apart. I like to start with my toes slightly pointed out. That's gonna be different for each person based on how your hips are actually arranged. So find that comfortable position. We're gonna drop into a mini squat. So if it feels comfortable, you're welcome to go a little deeper depending on where you are in your own personal journey. This workout is for you. So I want you to feel slightly uncomfortable during these because I want your muscles getting tired, but I want you to feel very safe and very centered throughout this whole workout. So, slight mini squat here. We're gonna take small taps to the side. So while we're doing this, I'm not leaning forward, right? Not trying to really bend over, letting my chest fall to the ground. Chest is nice and upright. We're gonna feel those legs start to burn here. All right, keep going. We got about 10 seconds. And then we're actually going to switch over to a rotating mini squat. So we're really gonna focus on some of those hip stabilizers that really help us through these power movements. All right, take it back up. Okay, last warm-up exercise, then you'll get an opportunity to grab a sip of water, towel off if you need to, and then we'll take it down a notch, start with our hinges. So again, starting with those feet squat in our squat setup, so a little wider than hip width apart. We're gonna step back, rotating that toe to face the opposite wall, keeping that front toe facing forward, and switch. So when we do this, you're gonna feel yourself opening those hips. You're gonna feel a lot more activation on the outsides of these hips and maybe even some on the insides of those hips. Here and up. If you can't squat very much, that's okay. Just simply stepping, feeling that slight rotation through these outside hip muscles is perfect. All right, here we go. We have 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. All right, so now's that time. If you need to, go ahead and grab a sip of water. All right, if you need to grab a towel, if you feel like you're gonna start sweating during this workout, whatever's comfortable. All right, we're gonna go into those hip hinges next. Now, hip hinges are the stationary movement in most every power movement, whether we're going for a jump, we're stepping up a flight of stairs, we have to get that good hip hinge to get all of our posterior muscles firing properly. So what we're gonna do today is feet right underneath your hips, hands on your quads, all right? You're gonna push those hips back, and as you do that, your knees are gonna bend naturally, so we're not gonna focus too much on that. And I want you to stop right when your fingers are right over your knee joint. And then all we're gonna do is straighten back up. Now notice my feet are flat on the floor. We don't wanna rock to the toes or rock to the heels. We wanna stay nice and centered over a flat foot the entire time. As we push those hips back, again, stopping fingertips right at the knees and come back up. So we're gonna do one set here of 4 seconds down, 4 seconds up to really get the feeling of what this movement should feel like. So let's go 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, if you feel this in your low back at all, we do just need to limit the range of motion, all right? If it feels really good, you might be able to go down a little farther past your knees, and that's okay. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and take these hip hinges up just a little bit. Now, whether you're carrying your child, if you're feeding an infant, you're gonna be holding them in front of you a lot, right? What that does is it actually creates a lot of tension in your chest when your back really needs to work to open up so we don't get any neck pain, so we don't get any upper back pain. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna place our hands right on our low back with our palms facing up. When we do this, I want you to open up that chest. So before we go into our hip hinge, we're gonna take a deep breath. And when we exhale, I want you to feel those ribs dropping. I want you to feel all the layers in your core flattening and stabilizing, protecting your low back. All right, so let's do that one more time. Inhale and exhale. Ribs drop down, core flattens. Everything is nice and stable for that low back. From here, we're gonna go ahead and push those hips back. Again, the movement's not very big, and we're gonna come up. So we have 4 seconds down, 4 seconds up again. Here we go. 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1. Remember that range of motion. It's wherever feels comfortable for you. If you can go all the way to 90 degrees, great. If not, I want you to go to where you just feel that gentle stretch in the backside of your body and we're not feeling any pain in our low back. All right, we have 2 more here. 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one, keep going. 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent job. All right, we're gonna pick up that pace a little bit because when we are picking something up off the ground, we don't usually do it really slowly, right? So we're gonna make this a little more realistic with the movements you might be doing in everyday life. So again, hands behind your hips. If this gets uncomfortable in your neck or your chest, go ahead and keep your hands on your hips or go ahead and slide those hands down your quads. All right, here we go. We're gonna do 4 seconds down, 2 seconds up. So still very controlled, but a little faster than that warm up. Here we go. 4, 3, 2, 1, up, 2. Awesome job. 2, 1, up, 2. We have 2 more. 3, 2, 1, up, 2. Last one. 3, 2, 1, up, 2. Awesome job. All right, so we're gonna get into that same forward hip hinge. So I'm about 45 degrees from the ground here, and all we're gonna do is step to the side. All right, while we're doing this left side that's holding us up, you're gonna feel those muscles feeling nice and strong in this, all right? They're gonna start talking to you, they're gonna start burning, and that is a good thing. Keep going, we got about 10 seconds. 5, 4, do not feel like you have to keep up with my reps. 2, and 1. Excellent job. Shake those legs out. If you feel that 15 reps was a lot, that's okay. Do however many feels comfortable for you. If you need to take a little longer rest, that's okay as well. We're gonna go into the other side. So push those hips back. That right leg is gonna stay put this time, and out and in. Taps. There we go. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Awesome job. 9. Feel that right leg burning. 5 more. 5, 4, 3. Remembering to breathe this entire exercise. And 1. Good. Shake those legs out. All right. So that's what we're going to do for another 2 rounds. We're going to do 4 count down, 2 count up for 4, and then we're going to go into our 15 side taps, all right? I will give you a little challenge on these last 2 rounds. If this felt very comfortable for you and your chest felt nice and open, go ahead and place those fingertips on your head. Just make sure we're not pulling on that head through this motion. So chest nice and wide, 4 count down, 4, up, 2. Another option, keeping those hands at your low back, up, 2, or sliding those hands along the front of that body. We have 1 more. 3, good. 1, 2. Excellent job. All right. Going back into that 45-degree hold and side taps for 15. 2, 3, 4. Excellent job. Now, these don't have to be very wide, all right? Again, if you're more recent on your recovery after having a child, you might not be able to step very wide, and that's okay, all right? I also don't want a very large hinge here, okay? Here we go, we got 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. Excellent, shake those legs out. We're gonna go ahead and switch to the other side now. So right leg staying stationary, pushing those hips back, feet flat on the floor, and out. 2, 3, 4. Awesome job. Remember, we're working at our own pace here, and we are remembering to breathe the entire time. Here's 10, we have 5 more. 5, 4, that right leg is talking to us. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job, guys. So proud of you. Now we are gonna do a 3rd round. If you feel like you need to take a little breather, that's fine. Go ahead and grab a sip of water and rest, recover while we do 1 more round, and then we'll go into a little bit of core action after this. So here we go, 4 hinges, palms facing up. All right, remember we have those fingers behind our head if we can. If not, here acceptable options. 4, 3, 2, 1, up, 2. Feel that power. Remember, feel that stretch in the backs of our legs. Glutes are firing, and of course that core is always working. Up, 2, 1 more. 3, 2, 1, up, 2. Excellent job. All right, now the real working set, the 3rd round on these holds with our side steps. So here we go. 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Count with me. 7, 8, 9, 10. 5 more. Let's go. 5, 4. Feel that burn. Push through. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job, guys. Awesome job. We're not done yet. We still have that right side. So go ahead. Let's get set. Let's knock this one out so we can take a little breather. Right leg stays stationary. Hips are back. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Keep moving. 7, 8, 9, 10. Last 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent job. All right. Couple of deep breaths here. In through your nose and out through your mouth. Every time we do these breaths, I do want you to focus when we exhale, bringing those ribs down. All right, that's gonna help us activate our core muscles every time we do that deep exhale breath. So if you need to grab a sip of water, go for it. I'm gonna go ahead and show you the next exercise. So what we're gonna do is a single arm pull down with a little bit of core activation. This is gonna look a lot different for you depending on where you are in your own personal journey. All right, so what we're gonna do, left foot planted firmly on the ground. You can bend slightly in that leg. I just want you to be comfortable. That right leg is gonna tap our toe out away from us on the ground. Left hand on your hip, all right? I want you to feel balanced here. If you don't feel balanced, we can go ahead and bend that right leg and help with a little bit of that stability, all right? Right arm is gonna be stretched nice and overhead, all right? What I want you to start with is a lat pull down. So what we're gonna be feeling is our big lat muscles working, our big back muscles, all right? As we pull down, I also want you to feel that core feeling strong, all right? We're not doing any sort of crunching today, especially if you did have any separation, any diastases, if you had a C-section. We don't wanna create a lot of shortening in those muscles. We just want them to feel really strong and really brace through this workout. All right, so getting reset here, starting with those lat pull downs. Let's do 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's switch to the other side, and we're just gonna do that arm movement. I have lots of progressions for this, so if that felt a little easy, don't you worry. We're gonna have a lot of options for you in that. All right, so right foot flat on the ground, right hand on your hip, left toe extended out, or slightly bent for a little added stability. All right, left hand above you in the sky. We're gonna do that lat pull down. Here we go, 2, 3, again, working on those big back muscles. 4, 5, 5 more, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Excellent job. All right, we're gonna switch back over to that right side working. All right, we have 2 more rounds of this. Now I'm gonna challenge you in these last 2 rounds that if we can, we're gonna pick that foot up off the ground as we do a lat pull down. So I'll show you, and if you feel comfortable, I'd like for you to try to do all 10 of those with me. If not, do as many as feels comfortable. Again, focusing on that balance and that stability through this left leg that's on the ground. All right, here's what it looks like. Lat pull down, slight leg raise off the ground. Now, if you've had a C-section, you definitely wanna keep this very low, barely raising that toe up off the ground. If that feels comfortable, feel free to raise up that knee to the point that you feel everything in your body working and you feel a good challenge. All right, here we go. We have 2 more and 10. Excellent. All right, back over to this left side doing all the work. Right side holding us up, right hand on your hip, left arm in the air. Here we go. So again, we're gonna be bringing that toe up slightly off the ground as we do our pull down. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. I like to imagine pulling a band from the ceiling. 5, 6, 7. So we feel that shoulder blade. 8, 2 more. 9, 10. You feel that good movement through your shoulder blades pulling down. All right, we do have 1 more set of those, just 10 each side. Now, if you felt like that second set was a lot of work, go ahead and take it back down just to that single arm lat pull down. If you feel like you can push yourself a little bit in this workout, let's go. 10, just like round 2. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, breathe, 4, 3 more, 8, 9, and 10. Excellent job, excellent job. One more time, 10. Again, go at your own pace. This workout is for you, and I'm just so happy that you're here with me today. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, breathing. 8, last 2, 9, and 10. Awesome job. All right, we only have one workout left in this power circuit, okay? If you're still with me, again, I'm so happy for you. I'm so proud of you to make yourself a priority for today. So this next exercise is going to be a squat into a calf raise. So if you do want to be able to progress your workouts, your movements into jumping movements later, if you do want to be able to go back into lifting weights or be able to continue to lift your child as they grow, this movement is really great for strengthening all of our lower body, as well as helping us stay balanced while we're going through this full range of motion. So starting back in our squat stance, toes slightly facing out. Again, wherever is comfortable for you and how your body is built, we're gonna squat just about a quarter of the way down, all right? If you feel really comfortable with this, we can make it lower as we go. So quarter of the way down, we're gonna go ahead and extend up to those toes. We are squeezing our calves, right? Everything in the lower side of our body. We're squeezing our quads, we're squeezing our hamstrings, we're squeezing our glutes, and that's all gonna make our core work as well. So squat, extend, squat, extend. There's 3, we got 10, 4, 5. If you're falling over, that's okay. I fall over on half of these as well. So what I want you to think about is not holding the top position very long. Just trying to extend up so you feel those calves working and then drop right back down. All right, 2 more. And 10. Excellent. All right, shake those legs out. They might be a little tired. Now, again, we're gonna do 3 rounds of this. If you feel like 1 round, 2 round, or all 3 rounds is the best that you can do today, that's where I want you to end up, okay? Stay with me here. If you're able to keep going, we're gonna start round 2. All right, again, feet set up slightly wider than those shoulders, down and extend up. 2, 3, nice and strong. 4, those quads should be feeling it. 5, and those glutes. 6, 7, 8, last 2, and 10. Awesome job. So you might be feeling a little out of breath right now, and that's okay. So what we're gonna do on this round 3 is really slow it down and control our breathing. So again, every time you inhale, you're gonna feel your ribs and your belly expand. So as we exhale, I want you to drop those ribs down, feel your core strengthening and supporting your spine. All right, here we go. Round 3. If you can't do 10, that's all right. Let's do as many as you can and push yourself to what feels comfortable for you today. All right, squat, up, breathe. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Nice and controlled here. Here's 5. Halfway. 3 more. Last one. Excellent job. All right, so we are done with the power movements. We are gonna move on to our cool down. So when you're ready, we're gonna go ahead and take it into our cool down, our stretches. We're gonna place one foot in front of the other. I'm starting with my right leg. Now, the important thing is to get that back leg, that left leg, planted nicely on the ground. We want that heel to stay put on the ground. So if you can get your foot way out in front of you, still keep that heel on the ground, that's great. If not, I want you to find that spot on the floor in front of you where you can feel that stretch in the back of that leg. All right? If you find you have trouble balancing here, you can put your hand on anything that's close to you, all right? Or move to be closer to a wall or a couch so you could get that balance, all right? So while we're here keeping that heel pressed firmly on the ground, I just want you to take a nice inhale up, arms overhead. You're gonna feel those ribs pop up, and as we exhale, bringing those ribs down. Again, focusing on a little bit of that core activation, that strengthening through the center of your body and getting that good calf stretch in the back. Let's do 2 more. Inhale and exhale. Pulling those ribs down. Last one, inhale and exhale. Excellent job. We're gonna go ahead and switch which foot is forward. So I'm gonna place that left leg forward and right leg back behind me. So pressing that heel to the ground again, feeling nice and stable, putting a hand on something if we need to gain that balance. We have 3 deep breaths here with our arms raising overhead. Remember those ribs, remember that core. So inhale and exhale. Ribs down, core strengthening. Inhale and exhale. Last one. Inhale and exhale. So what I want you to do is, first of all, give yourself a big old pat on the back. All right, this is gonna set up our last stretch for today. So while you're doing that, we're gonna go ahead and reach for that elbow, and we're gonna try to pull it back behind us and towards your midline. All right, what we're stretching here is our tricep and our lat, okay? I do want you to breathe while you're doing this. So deep inhale. Again, focusing on those ribs, and exhale. Now, if this is difficult to get that arm pressed back, that wall is gonna be our friend again. So you could put that elbow up against the wall and try to flatten against the wall, get that armpit towards the wall as close as you can. All right, you're gonna feel a very similar stretch in the tricep and the lat. We have 1 more deep breath here. Inhale and exhale. Excellent job. Let's let those arms relax. We're gonna go ahead and switch sides. So again, pat yourself on the back. I'm so proud of you. You should be proud of yourself as well. Let's pull that elbow back slightly behind us and towards our midline. All right, deep breaths here. We have 3. Inhale and exhale. With each exhale, remind yourself that you took the time today. You took the time to move, to feel better than you did before we started this workout. So I hope you leave this workout feeling incredibly powerful and incredibly strong. Last inhale and exhale. Excellent job. I am so proud of you again for taking this time, setting it aside out of your busy schedule, whatever that might look like, to feel strong, to get a powerful workout in, to set a great example for your kids, right? I know as a mom of 2, working full time and managing that is a lot, and it's so, so, so important to be able to set aside that time for yourself so you do consistently set that great example for your kids. Make sure you stay hydrated, drinking lots of water today. Maybe grab a small snack or a small meal after this workout as well to energize you and get you through the rest of your day. Thanks again.